Hello, class 4. I'm Shela Goel, your English teacher. Today I'm back with your new poem that is from a railway carriage written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Mr. Robert Louis Stevenson was born in 1850. He was a Scottish novelist, poet, and essayist. He was born in Edinburgh. His formal education was greatly interrupted by illness, and he was frequently taken for holidays. Due to this, he lived through imagination. In 1873, he started writing full time and wrote famous novels like Treasure Island, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Kidnapped, and poems like Moon and many more. He was a person who was versatile in writing. From a Railway Carriage is one of his poems. While traveling, we use lots of different modes of transportation like aeroplanes, railways, cars. When we are traveling in a neighborhood, we can observe many things when we are traveling through bicycle, scooters, cars, or bus. But if we have to see from above the oceans and the meadows, we can use plane. But railway is a journey where we can see what is happening outside. The visuals come and go, and those memories are in our mind. They are forever imprinted in our hearts. The things can go in a second, but the memories are always vivid. From a railway carriage is an experience of the poet which he is trying to portray through his words, which are in rhyming form, like witches, ditches, cattle, battle. Let's start the poem. Faster than fairies, faster than witches. Fairies and witches are the women with the magical powers. Fairies have good powers and witches are negative with the negative powers. This train is with the speed which is faster than the fairies, and the speed of the train is faster than the witches also. Here, the poet is saying that the speed with which the train is going is far more than the fairies and witches, as they can come and go. Bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. Further, he explains that the sights that he can see through the windows of his train carriage. He can watch the bridges, houses, rows of bushes, and drainage system on the side of the road left. He feels that the train is charging forward and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadow, the horses and cattle. He's comparing the train like with the troops, that is soldiers. He feels that the train is charging forward and it is moving like a group of soldiers, that is troops, with one purpose of reaching its destination. Like soldiers move ahead with its goal and no one can distract them. Similarly, the train is moving ahead and it is crossing the meadows, fields where the horses and cattle are gazing. Students, when we are in the carriage, train carriage, we can see the animals, we can see the meadows, that is the green land that is moving ahead. Okay, all the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. According to the poet, all the scenes are left behind. The hills and the plain were being crossed by the train just as quickly as the drops of rain that falls after one another during a storm. See, there is a blank and the sights are going. They are not waiting for the person. Okay, the train is moving so fast and things are leaving behind. And that speed is compared with the speed of the water droplets when the storm is coming. when the rain is coming, it comes very, very fast. Okay, so the speed is compared with the raindrops. And ever again, in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. In the next moment, the poet can hear the whistles of the station master and the train as it passes the station, which are brightly painted. The here is a child who's, clambers and scrambles all by himself and gathering brambles. Now the poet sees a child who is climbing a steep ground by himself with great difficulty. At the same time, the child was gathering blackberries. So, this child is working a lot. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and here is a green for stringing the daisies. He also noticed that a homeless man who was staring at the train with astonishment. This man was homeless. He is looking all around with amazement. As the train moves forward, he also sees some grasslands which were full of daisies. There were ladies who were making garlands with the daisy flowers. These flowers are going to be used to sell. Okay, so poet is seeing the things and they are vanishing very, very quickly. Here is the cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. Now the context in which he is saying, he says that that he can see a cart full of load and its driver sitting on the top of the load, moving slowly on the highway. Right? This cart is moving very slowly. Here is a mill and there is a river. Here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. As the train moves forward, he sees a mill as well as a river. Okay, he can see watermill and the river during his journey. Everything appeared and vanished so quickly that the poet gazed at them for a very brief time, knowing that they can never be seen again. They are going to be disappeared very quickly. Okay, students? So, the context of the poem establishes the pace, the liveliness of a railway journey. While the poet looks out of the window, he sees the meadows, the mail, everything, the beautiful scenes of the natural beauty and various buildings, and different people are seen for a moment. However, they stay in our minds for a long time. So, students, use your imagination while you are reading your poem and enjoy learning.